So I looked up the 15 most common mortgage questions, and I'm gonna just start knocking them out. So here we go. Number 1, do I need great credit to get a mortgage? No, you don't. So here's the first and most important thing I can tell you. Call a lender, guys. Don't go online and fill out an application and spend your whole night worried about if your credit score is high enough. Call a lender. Tell them what's going on with your credit. So here's what I do. I have tons of people who call me all the time, and we just talk about it. So if I was on the phone with you, here's what I would be saying, okay? Ring. Okay, I'd be saying, okay, what's going on with your credit? You know, if you look at Credit Karma or Credit Sesame or Experian, what are the scores that you're seeing? Okay, now a lot of those services are free, so you guys can know the ballpark of what those companies are saying about your credit. Now, is what I pull, if I pull your credit as a lender, the same? No, but it gives me a ballpark. It gives me somewhere to start to think about. So that's the first question. Okay, when you're looking online, what's your credit score been coming in at? Okay, then the next question is, like, let's say you say, oh, it's 700. Okay, I'm not worried at that point. So with conventional mortgages, 620 is the minimum credit score. FHA and VA, it depends on the lenders. Many go as low as 580. Jumbo loans, meaning that, you know, $1 million loans, definitely higher credit requirements. But for what most of you guys are worried about or you're calling on, you're usually going to be looking, first-time home buyers, conventional FHA or VA. And for all of those, you know, conventional 620, I'm doing this again, FHA and VA, really we're seeing 580 and above, okay? Okay, deep breaths. Whew. Okay, so then my next question is, if you say, oh, my credit score is at 700, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, what were your worries about your credit? And sometimes people will be like, oh, well, I have a charge off that's $50,000. Okay, it's a charge off, I'm not necessarily as concerned. Or they're like, well, I had a late a couple months ago and I thought you couldn't have any lates within 12 months. That is not necessarily true. So there's a lot of misconceptions, like, you know, with VA, for example, you know, can you have 5 mortgage lates? No, that's a bad idea. Within a year, terrible. They want to see that you're making your payments on time. But if you have like one thing late, or with conventional, let's say that your Best Buy card is late, it doesn't mean you're not going to qualify. If your score is still within the range, we run it through the system and the system tells us yay or nay. I have seen loans with lates within the last year get accepted. The question is this isolated? You know, if you're like, oh, I've never paid a credit card on time, I've got 6 of them chasing me for money, yeah, a mortgage is not the right step for you right now. And the reason I'm going to tell you that is this. As a lender, what we're always looking for and what we're responsible to show is ability to repay. So if we pull your credit history and you're currently not paying anyone, we cannot say that you have an ability to repay this mortgage. It's that simple. It's really that simple. So the key thing is that if you guys have any concerns, if you're worried about credit, if you're like, gosh, I'd love a house, but I don't know about my credit, guys, stop torturing yourself. Just call us. You'll talk to myself or Alyssa or Sam or Jen or Julie. Every single person has been through this. I mean, I've been through this. I had terrible credit, horrible. I did debt negotiation, never do it. We've all been there. So take the Band-Aid off. Let us rip it off. Let's talk about where you're at and if it's a possibility, because no, you don't have to have great credit to get a mortgage. So I hope this has been helpful. As always, I am licensed in 46 states to do loans. Feel free to drop a comment, book a time on my calendar, or give us a call. Thanks for watching.